The COVID-19 vaccine was developed at a record-breaking speed. The COVID-19 vaccine is one of the fastest developed vaccines in history. While traditional vaccine development can take over 10 years, the COVID-19 vaccine was completed in just about 1 year. This unprecedented speed was made possible by advances in genetic technology, international collaboration among pharmaceutical companies and research institutions, and significant funding from governments worldwide. The use of mRNA vaccine technology, which allows for rapid development and flexibility, played a key role in this achievement. The COVID-19 is an RNA virus and prone to mutations. The COVID-19 is classified as an RNA virus, which means it is more prone to mutations than DNA viruses. This characteristic has led to the emergence of multiple variants, each with differing levels of transmissibility and severity. Variants like Alpha, Delta, and Omicron gained attention due to their impact on the global spread of the virus. For example, the Delta variant was particularly infectious and became a major driver of the pandemic. Understanding the nature of RNA viruses is essential for developing vaccines and planning future pandemic responses. Mask wearing played a significant role in preventing infections in Japan. In Japan, widespread mask wearing became a key factor in reducing the spread of the COVID-19. This habit was quickly adopted, thanks to a cultural background where masks were already commonly used for cold prevention and pollen allergies. Masks are effective in blocking respiratory droplets, which are a major transmission route for the virus. Many experts believe this practice contributed to keeping infection rates in Japan relatively low compared to other countries. In addition to masks, hand sanitization and social distancing also played vital roles in curbing the spread of the virus. Volcanoes as cradles of life. Volcanic activity, despite its destructive nature, plays a crucial role in supporting life. For instance, deep-sea hydrothermal vents near underwater volcanoes host diverse organisms, including microbes and crustaceans, in extreme heat and pressure. These ecosystems rely on chemosynthetic microbes that convert volcanic chemicals into energy, forming the base of the food chain. Such studies also help scientists explore the possibility of extraterrestrial life. On land, volcanic eruptions create fertile environments where plants and animals can thrive, demonstrating the resilience of life. Soldier ants have a unique role in protecting the colony. In an ant colony, soldier ants are specialized individuals that protect the nest. These ants are usually larger than worker ants and have powerful jaws that they use to fight off intruders. Some types of soldier ants, known as door soldiers, use their large heads to block the entrance of the nest, acting as a living door to prevent enemies from entering. If a predator or intruder approaches, they can push back using their head or alert other ants to the danger. These soldier ants serve as the gatekeepers of the colony, ensuring its safety from threats. Uranium is an ancient remnant of the early universe. Uranium is one of the heaviest naturally occurring elements and was formed billions of years ago in distant stars. Small amounts of uranium are found in Earth's crust, where it continues to undergo nuclear decay and release energy. This property is harnessed for nuclear power generation and medical radiation therapy. However, uranium is radioactive and must be handled with care. Interestingly, the decay of uranium also produces radon gas, which in some regions poses health risks. The history and impact of the three-point shot. The three-point shot was introduced to the NBA in 1979, revolutionizing basketball strategy. Before its adoption, scoring predominantly occurred near the basket. The three-point rule added a new dimension to the game, emphasizing long-range shooting and increasing tactical diversity. Players began training intensively to improve their shooting accuracy from beyond the arc. The three-point shot has also enhanced the entertainment value of games, as its dramatic potential often shifts momentum. Players like Stephen Curry have transformed the game by utilizing the three-point shot as a primary offensive weapon, inspiring a new era of basketball. Yawning in animals. Differences and similarities with humans. Yawning is observed in many animal species, but its purpose varies depending on the species. For example, carnivores like lions and dogs often yawn before attacking prey. This behavior is believed to help them stay alert and prepare their bodies for action. In contrast, herbivores tend to yawn when they are in a relaxed state or preparing to rest, which may serve as a way to lower their defenses and conserve energy. Fish and birds also yawn, though the purpose is still debated. In fish, yawning may be a way to increase oxygen intake in low-oxygen environments. These examples show that yawning serves different purposes depending on the species, demonstrating that it is more than just a signal of sleepiness. Picasso's works often conveyed strong political messages. Picasso was deeply engaged with social and political issues, using his art to address major events of his time. He witnessed the Spanish Civil War and World War II, which heavily influenced many of his works. One of his most famous pieces, Guernica, is a massive mural created to condemn the bombing of the town of Guernica during the Spanish Civil War by Nazi forces. This powerful painting vividly depicts the horrors of war and the suffering it causes. Picasso was not just an artist, but also a voice for social and political change, using his art to challenge injustices and inspire awareness. Dogs can detect human hormones, like adrenaline. Dogs are able to sense changes in our body chemistry, especially when we're stressed or scared. When a person feels fear or stress, their body releases adrenaline, which has a particular scent that dogs can pick up. This is why dogs often respond to humans in distress, offering comfort or becoming protective. Their ability to sense adrenaline and other hormones may explain why dogs can be such intuitive companions and even work effectively in roles like therapy or search and rescue. The colors of carrots and their unique nutritional profiles. Carrots come in various colors, each offering different nutritional benefits. Purple carrots are rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that help prevent aging and regulate blood pressure. Yellow carrots are high in lutein, which supports eye health. White carrots, on the other hand, contain higher sugar content and are naturally sweeter. By incorporating carrots of different colors into meals, you can enjoy a broader range of health benefits and add vibrant diversity to your diet. Cricket's scoring system is unique and strategic. Cricket's scoring system is unique and strategic. The longest place name in the U.S. is very unique. The longest place name in the U.S. is the name of a lake in Massachusetts called Chargoga Gogman Chaugagogcha Ubunagunga Maug. This name originates from the Nipmuc Native American language and means the fishing place at the boundaries and neutral meeting grounds. The name reflects the historical interactions between European settlers and Native American cultures. Locals often refer to it simply as the lake or use a shortened version of the name, but the full name attracts tourists and serves as a quirky highlight of the region. You can detect light, even with your eyes closed. Even with closed eyes, you can sometimes sense light, especially if it is very bright. This happens because light can pass through the eyelids and reach the retina, where it is processed as a light signal. This phenomenon is known as light perception and can even be experienced by some individuals with visual impairments. Furthermore, exposure to strong light can trigger the body to instinctively react, such as turning the head away, serving as a natural protective mechanism. Why food can explode in microwave ovens and how to prevent it. Food explosions in microwave ovens occur when internal water turns to steam, causing a rapid buildup of pressure. This is common with items like eggs cooked in their shells, as the shell prevents the steam from escaping. Similarly, potatoes or sausages with intact skins can burst during cooking. To prevent explosions, puncture the food with a fork or knife to create small vents for steam to escape. Overheated liquids can also pose a risk through a phenomenon called superheating, where liquid remains calm but violently boils when disturbed. Stirring the liquid before heating or using a wooden spoon in the container can reduce this risk. Volcanoes as tourist attractions. While volcanoes are dangerous, they are also important tourist attractions. Famous sites like Mount Vesuvius in Italy and Mount Agung in Bali, Indonesia, draw visitors from around the world. Volcanic regions often feature hot springs and stunning landscapes that boost local tourism. Volcano-related tourism plays a significant role in supporting local economies. Ocean water levels are influenced not only by the moon, but also by the sun and wind. While the moon's gravitational pull is the primary cause of tides, the sun's gravitational pull and wind also significantly influence sea levels. The sun, like the moon, exerts a gravitational force on Earth, and during full moons and new moons, when the sun and moon align, their combined gravitational pull causes higher tides, known as spring tides. Conversely, during the first and third quarters of the moon, the gravitational forces of the sun and moon partially cancel each other out, resulting in lower tides, known as neap tides. Additionally, strong winds and atmospheric pressure changes can raise sea levels. For example, when a typhoon or hurricane approaches, the drop in atmospheric pressure combined with strong winds can cause a storm surge, where ocean water levels rise significantly. This shows that sea levels are influenced by multiple factors, including celestial bodies, weather, and wind. The height of the basketball hoop and its design standards. The standard height of a basketball hoop is 3.05 meters, a measurement that dates back to when Dr. Naismith fixed a peach basket to the balcony of a gymnasium. This height was purely coincidental, but has since become the global standard due to its suitability for competitive play. The hoop height ensures a balance between accessibility and challenge, making it fair for players of various skill levels. The rim diameter is 45 centimeters, allowing the basketball to pass through smoothly while maintaining an appropriate level of difficulty. These dimensions are uniform worldwide, ensuring consistency across all levels of play. Japanese knives come in two main styles: traditional Japanese knives and Western-style knives. Japanese knives can be categorized into two main styles: traditional Japanese knives and Western-style knives. Traditional Japanese knives are designed for specific tasks in Japanese cuisine, such as the Yanagiba knife for slicing sashimi, the Deba knife for cutting fish, and the Nakiri knife for chopping vegetables. These knives are highly specialized and require skill to use effectively. On the other hand, Western-style Japanese knives, such as the Santoku knife and the Gyuto knife, are all-purpose knives that can handle a wide variety of ingredients. Western-style knives are more commonly used in households due to their versatility and ease of use. The development of these two styles shows how Japanese knife culture has evolved to suit different cooking styles. The origin of carrots and their global spread. Carrots originated in the region surrounding modern-day Afghanistan. In ancient times, carrots were primarily used for medicinal purposes or their seeds rather than as a sweet, edible root. By around 3000 BCE, carrots were cultivated in the Middle East and India for their medicinal properties. Over time, humans selectively bred carrots to enhance their sweetness and edibility. They were introduced to Europe around the 10th century by Arab traders, and in the 16th century, the orange carrot we know today was developed in the Netherlands. By the 17th century, carrots had spread to America and Asia, becoming one of the most widely cultivated vegetables globally. Bees have an internal clock to coordinate their activities. Bees possess a sophisticated internal clock that helps them adjust their behaviors based on time. For instance, honeybees can remember the specific times certain flowers bloom and produce nectar, enabling them to visit those flowers at optimal times. This ability evolved to maximize foraging efficiency. The internal clock also governs hive activities, ensuring a rhythm where bees forage during the day and rest or maintain the hive at night. This internal clock demonstrates bees' remarkable ability to adapt to environmental changes. Oceans distribute heat and help stabilize the Earth's climate. Oceans play a crucial role in stabilizing the Earth's climate by absorbing about 90% of the heat from the sun. This heat is distributed across the globe by ocean currents, preventing the equatorial regions from becoming too hot and the polar regions from becoming too cold. One of the most important currents is the Atlantic Ocean circulation, which keeps Europe's climate relatively mild. If this current were to stop, Europe could face severe cooling. Additionally, phenomena like the El Niño and La Niña events caused by ocean temperature changes have significant impacts on global weather patterns, leading to droughts, floods, and extreme weather events. Oceans are therefore essential for maintaining the Earth's thermal balance and regulating climate patterns. Environmental impact and long-term challenges of space debris. Space debris also has environmental implications. During atmospheric re-entry, debris burning up may release harmful gases. Some materials could impact the stratosphere, potentially damaging the ozone layer. Furthermore, The continued increase in space debris might eventually result in a shortage of available orbital slots for new satellite launches. To address these long-term challenges, comprehensive strategies for sustainable space utilization are essential. Cricket is played in various formats. Cricket offers multiple formats, each with its own appeal. The traditional test match lasts up to 5 days and tests players' endurance and focus. In contrast, T20 matches are completed within 3 hours and are known for their fast pace and high entertainment value. The one-day international format sits between the two, with each team playing 50 overs, requiring a balance of long-term strategy and quick scoring. These diverse formats make cricket accessible to a wide range of audiences, from those who enjoy leisurely matches to fans of action-packed games. The origin of yawning and its evolutionary role. Yawning is a universal behavior observed not only in humans but also in mammals, birds, fish, and even reptiles. This indicates that yawning likely evolved from a common ancestor over 200 million years ago. One of the leading theories about why yawning persists is its role in cooling the brain. When the brain's temperature rises, yawning helps bring in fresh air, which cools the brain and maintains optimal functioning. Additionally, yawning often occurs when people feel tired or bored, and it is believed to promote alertness and enhance concentration. Therefore, yawning is not just a sign of boredom, it is a physiological mechanism that helps keep the brain in its best condition. Advancements in international space debris. Tracking systems. To effectively manage space debris, international tracking systems have advanced significantly. The U.S. Space Surveillance Network and Europe's space debris monitoring programs are prime examples. These systems use ground-based radar and optical telescopes to precisely track debris in orbit. Additionally, Japan's JAXA and private companies are developing real-time monitoring technologies using sensors mounted on satellites. These efforts play a vital role in visualizing and addressing the space debris problem. Cats cannot taste sweetness. Cats lack the taste receptors needed to perceive sweetness. This is due to their evolution as obligate carnivores, where meat forms the core of their diet, leaving no need for a sweet tooth. Instead, cats are highly sensitive to bitter and umami tastes, which help them detect spoiled food or toxins. This unique taste profile highlights how their dietary needs have shaped their sensory capabilities. The tail as an emotional indicator. A cat's tail serves as a key emotional barometer. A high, upright tail typically signals confidence and happiness, while a flicking or swishing tail might indicate agitation or excitement. When a cat wraps its tail around its body, it's often a sign of caution or an attempt to conserve warmth. Understanding these tail movements can help owners interpret their cat's mood and respond appropriately. Queen Hatshepsut's groundbreaking reign. Hatshepsut was one of the few female pharaohs of ancient Egypt ruling in the 15th century BCE. Her reign was marked by prosperity achieved through trade rather than warfare. She is particularly known for her expedition to the land of Punt, which brought back valuable goods such as incense and gold to Egypt. After her death, Some of her achievements were erased from historical records, but her legacy lives on in her magnificent mortuary temple. During the same period, women in Mesopotamia and Greece rarely held leadership roles, making Hatshepsut a remarkable exception in the ancient world. E. coli and food safety management. E. coli serves as a crucial indicator in food hygiene and safety. When food or water is contaminated with E. coli, it signifies insufficient sanitary practices. Raw meat, unwashed vegetables, and unpasteurized dairy products are particularly prone to E. coli contamination, which can lead to foodborne illnesses. As a result, regular E. coli testing is mandatory in food production facilities and restaurants. Advances in food traceability technology now enable rapid identification of contamination sources, improving the response to potential outbreaks. Traditional Japanese knives come in various types, such as deba, yanagiba, and nakiri. Traditional Japanese knives, or wabocho, are designed for specific purposes, with common types including the deba knife, yanagiba knife, and nakiri knife. The deba knife is thick and sturdy, making it ideal for filleting fish and cutting through bones. The yanagiba knife is a long, slender knife used for slicing sashimi into thin, beautiful pieces. The nakiri knife is designed specifically for cutting vegetables, with a straight, wide blade that makes tasks like chopping cabbage or slicing radishes easier. Each of these knives is specialized for particular tasks, and using the right knife for the job can significantly improve cutting precision and presentation. Understanding the various types of traditional Japanese knives is essential for achieving professional-level results in cooking. Dogs are able to tell how we're feeling by our scent. Dogs can pick up on our emotions not only by reading facial expressions and body language, but also by detecting changes in our scent. When we're happy, stressed, or anxious, we emit different chemical signals, which dogs can smell. This is why dogs often comfort people who are sad or stressed. They're actually responding to changes in our scent, which signals to them that something is different about us. Medicinal uses of salt and its historical significance. Salt has a long history of medicinal use. In ancient Rome, salt water was used to disinfect wounds. Today, saline solutions are commonly used for gargling and nasal rinses to kill bacteria and reduce inflammation. Additionally, salt therapy rooms involve inhaling fine salt particles, which are believed to promote respiratory health and alleviate conditions like asthma and allergic rhinitis. Salt's antibacterial properties and its ability to regulate water balance make it an important element in health maintenance. Bees communicate through dance. Honeybees perform a waggle dance to communicate the location and quality of food sources to their hive mates. This dance conveys precise information about the direction, distance, and quality of the food. During the dance, the bee moves in a figure-8 pattern, vibrating its body in the central portion. The angle of the waggle relative to gravity corresponds to the angle between the food source and the sun as seen from the hive. Additionally, the speed and frequency of the vibrations indicate the distance to the food source. This method showcases the bee's remarkable intelligence and cooperative behavior. Chromium as the element, providing durability and aesthetic appeal. Chromium is widely used for its shiny silver appearance and exceptional corrosion resistance, making it a key component of stainless steel and decorative plating. Stainless steel, created by adding chromium to iron, resists rusting and is indispensable in construction and kitchenware. Chromium is also used in pigments to produce vibrant red and green colors. However, some chromium compounds are toxic and pose environmental and health risks. Compared to other transition metals like nickel, chromium excels in corrosion resistance and decorative applications. Tuna, a global culinary icon. Tuna is a vital ingredient in many culinary traditions worldwide. Beyond sushi and sashimi. While tuna is best known for its role in Japanese sushi and sashimi, it also plays a significant part in Mediterranean cuisine, where it is marinated in olive oil and herbs for dishes like tuna tartare or tonato. In the United States, tuna is popular in poke, a Hawaiian dish, tuna steaks, and tuna sandwiches. The popularity of canned tuna. Canned tuna is a global staple, valued for its versatility and long shelf life. It's widely used in salads, pasta, and sandwiches, and has historically been a reliable source of protein during long sea voyages. For instance, the United States is one of the largest consumers of canned tuna, with annual consumption reaching hundreds of thousands of tons. Oil paint offers exceptional stability for pigments. Oil paints are known for their longevity and resistance to fading compared to other mediums. The oil in the paint encapsulates the pigments, protecting them from moisture and oxidation. This property explains why works by masters like Vermeer and Titian still display vibrant colors centuries after their creation. In contrast, watercolors and acrylic paints are more susceptible to fading over time, especially when exposed to light. Oil paint's ability to preserve colors ensures that artworks retain their original beauty for generations. Muscles also contribute to immune function. Muscles not only facilitate movement but also play a role in supporting the immune system. When muscles are activated through exercise, they release substances called myokines. These myokines help reduce inflammation and enhance the function of immune cells. Studies have shown that individuals with greater muscle mass tend to be less susceptible to illness. Engaging in strength training or moderate exercise can effectively boost immunity. Slow blinking, a sign of trust. When a cat slowly blinks at you, it's a gesture of affection and trust, often called a cat kiss. In the wild, closing their eyes even momentarily can be risky, so this behavior signifies that they feel safe in your presence. You can reciprocate this gesture by slowly blinking back at your cat, which can help strengthen the bond between you. The microwave oven was a serendipitous invention from military technology. The origins of the microwave oven trace back to radar technology developed during World War II. The magnetron, a core component of radar systems, generates high-frequency electromagnetic waves for military use. In 1945, Percy Spencer, an American engineer, noticed that a chocolate bar in his pocket melted while he was testing a magnetron. Intrigued, he discovered that microwaves could heat food. This led to the development of the first commercial microwave oven, the Radar Range, by Raytheon in 1947. Early microwave ovens were massive, standing about 6 feet tall, weighing 750 pounds, and were prohibitively expensive, limiting their use to restaurants and military facilities. It wasn't until the 1970s that household microwave ovens became widely available. Elephants can regulate their heart rates. Elephants can adjust their heart rates depending on their activity level or body temperature. For example, their heart rate slows significantly when they are relaxed and increases during activity or stress. Compared to animals like bears, which lower their heart rate during hibernation, elephants' ability to regulate heart rate instantaneously is unique. Elephants have a high capacity for learning. Elephants learn by observation and can acquire new skills by watching others. For example, elephants have been observed imitating tool use after seeing other elephants perform the same behavior. This learning ability not only strengthens social bonds, but also helps them adapt to challenges. While chimpanzees and dolphins are also known for their learning abilities, elephants uniquely apply their knowledge in ways that leverage their immense size and strength. Cricket is the second most popular sport in the world. Cricket ranks as the second most popular sport in the world, with an estimated 2.5 billion fans. Its popularity is particularly strong in countries like India, Pakistan, Australia, England, and South Africa. In India, cricket is more than just a sport. It's an integral part of life. Major tournaments like the Indian Premier League, IPL, are massive events, with players' salaries reaching millions of dollars and generating significant economic and media impact. IPL matches feature fast-paced play in short formats, making them enjoyable for all age groups. In contrast, cricket's popularity is relatively low in Europe and the United States, where sports like soccer and American football dominate. This disparity can be traced back to cricket's historical spread during the British Empire. While cricket flourished in British colonies, sports like baseball and soccer developed independently in regions where British influence was less pronounced. The relationship between yawn length and brain size. Research has shown that the length of a yawn is correlated with the size of an animal's brain and the number of neurons in the brain. A study by the State University of New York found that animals with larger brains tend to yawn for a longer duration. For example, the average human yawn lasts about 6 seconds, while elephants yawn for longer, and smaller animals yawn for shorter periods. The reason for this is thought to be related to brain cooling. Larger brains take more time to cool down. Measuring yawn length can provide insights into an animal's brain structure and evolution. E. coli's remarkable survival skills. E. coli possesses extraordinary adaptability, allowing it to survive in various environments. While it thrives in nutrient-rich and optimal temperature conditions, it can also persist in nutrient-poor environments by entering a dormant state. E. coli can survive on surfaces, in water, and in soil for extended periods, making it a notable concern for food contamination. Compared to other bacteria, E. coli is not particularly resistant to extreme conditions, but its rapid reproduction and adaptability give it an edge in colonizing new environments. For instance, it can survive in refrigerated temperatures, underscoring the importance of strict food hygiene practices. E. coli also strengthens its cell membrane under stress, enhancing its ability to withstand environmental challenges. The study of E. coli's survival mechanisms has implications beyond food safety, contributing to environmental microbiology and ecology. Researchers are even exploring ways to harness its resilience for practical applications like breaking down pollutants or advancing bioremediation. One fascinating example involves experiments to enhance E. coli's resistance by incorporating genes from radiation-resistant bacteria. Unexpected uses for refrigerators. Refrigerators aren't just for storing food. They have some surprising uses too. For instance, dried-out crayons can regain their usability if stored in a refrigerator. Similarly, refrigerating candles can make them burn longer. You can also use the fridge to store certain cosmetics or medications to maintain their quality. However, it's important to check whether specific items are suitable for refrigeration, as not everything benefits from being kept cold. The evolution of artificial light sources and energy efficiency. Artificial light sources have evolved from incandescent bulbs to fluorescent lights, and now to LEDs. Incandescent bulbs produce light by heating a filament, but over 90% of the energy is lost as heat, making them inefficient. Fluorescent lights generate light by stimulating mercury vapor, which emits ultraviolet light that is converted into visible light by a phosphor coating. While more efficient, they contain hazardous mercury. LEDs, on the other hand, use semiconductors to emit light, offering higher efficiency, longer lifespans, and minimal environmental impact. This evolution has significantly reduced global energy consumption and supports sustainable living. Yawning as an evolutionary safety check mechanism. From an evolutionary perspective, yawning may have served as a safety check mechanism within groups. In ancient times, human and animal groups faced constant threats from predators. When one member yawned, it could signal others in the group to become more alert and check their surroundings for danger. This synchronized behavior would help the group stay vigilant and improve their chances of survival. Yawning tends to spread through a group before sleep or immediately after waking up, which may be a remnant of this safety check behavior. Even today, people tend to become more aware of their surroundings after yawning, suggesting that it may be a remnant of an ancient survival instinct. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the adoption of telemedicine in Japan. The spread of the COVID-19 led to a rapid increase in telemedicine adoption in Japan. Before the pandemic, telemedicine faced significant regulatory hurdles and was not widely used. However, these restrictions were relaxed during the pandemic, allowing more healthcare providers to offer remote consultations. Telemedicine enabled patients, particularly the elderly and those with chronic conditions, to access medical care safely from home, reducing their risk of exposure to the virus. It also improved healthcare access for individuals in rural or remote areas. This shift marked a significant step toward the digitization of healthcare in Japan, paving the way for improved efficiency and broader access to medical services in the future. Bees regulate temperature with precise wing movements. Worker bees use their wings to regulate the temperature inside the hive, but they don't just fan their wings randomly. They adjust the angle of their wings to fine-tune the airflow. These subtle adjustments ensure an even distribution of temperature throughout the hive. In areas housing larvae, where even a 1°C deviation from the optimal temperature can negatively affect development, bees monitor and adjust the environment constantly. This precise temperature management demonstrates how bees collaborate to maximize their reproductive success. International efforts to reduce space debris. Efforts to address space debris involve a mix of advanced technologies and international cooperation. One approach is space debris removal technologies, which include using nets or harpoons to capture debris or employing lasers to alter debris trajectories, causing them to re-enter the atmosphere and burn up. Another strategy is designing new satellites and rockets to include features that ensure they deorbit and burn up in the atmosphere at the end of their operational life. Furthermore, international agreements, such as the Space Debris Mitigation Guidelines, have been established to promote sustainable use of space, with countries collaborating to reduce the growth of debris. Oil paint can be used on various surfaces. While canvas is the most common surface for oil painting, artists can also use wood panels, metal, fabric, and even stone. During the Renaissance, wood panels were the preferred surface due to their smooth texture, which was ideal for detailed works like altarpieces. By the 16th century, canvas became more popular because it was lightweight, portable, and suitable for large-scale paintings. In modern times, oil paint has also been applied to innovative surfaces like acrylic sheets or plastic, showcasing its versatility. Dogs can detect seizures before they happen. Some dogs have the remarkable ability to detect an oncoming seizure, often before any visible signs appear. It's believed that they can pick up on subtle changes in the body, such as scent variations or small shifts in behavior that signal an impending seizure. This ability has led to the training of seizure-alert dogs, who can provide a warning and give their owners a chance to prepare or find a safe place. Volcanoes as natural shields. Protecting life. While volcanoes are often destructive, they can also act as natural shields to protect ecosystems. For example, during an eruption of Taal volcano in the Philippines, lava flows destroyed local villages, but later served as a barrier against floods and landslides. Additionally, volcanic regions often provide unique habitats for rare plants and animals, acting as biological refuges that support biodiversity. This highlights how volcanoes contribute to maintaining natural balance. Muscles influence sleep quality. Exercise is highly effective in improving sleep quality. Physical activity temporarily raises body temperature, and as the temperature gradually drops afterward, it creates a conducive state for sleep. Additionally, serotonin released during exercise supports the production of melatonin, a hormone critical for regulating sleep. However, engaging in vigorous exercise right before bedtime can have the opposite effect, making it harder to fall asleep due to heightened alertness. Light to moderate exercise completed 2 to 3 hours before bedtime is ideal for promoting restful sleep. Ants use memory to locate food sources. Ants are not driven purely by instinct. They also possess an impressive memory. Studies have shown that ants can remember the locations of food sources and the surrounding terrain. When a worker ant finds food, it not only leaves a pheromone trail for others to follow, but also memorizes landmarks and the arrangement of objects around the food site. This allows the ant to return efficiently to the same spot later. By using their memory, ants significantly improve their food-gathering efficiency, demonstrating a level of cognitive ability that is quite remarkable for such small creatures. One of the most active volcanoes in the world and its role. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano is one of the most active volcanoes on Earth. It is located on a hot spot beneath the Pacific Plate and has been continuously active for over 300,000 years. Between 1983 and 2018, it erupted almost non-stop, with its lava flows creating new land. These flows have also allowed scientists to study how ecosystems regenerate in volcanic areas. Kilauea is a symbol of Hawaii and attracts numerous tourists who come to witness the power of nature safely up close. Picasso built enormous wealth through art but left no will. Picasso was an incredibly prolific artist, producing an estimated 50,000 works during his lifetime. His art was celebrated worldwide, earning him immense wealth. However, when he passed away, he left no will, leading to a lengthy and complicated dispute over his estate among his family and associates. Picasso valued personal freedom and disliked being confined by formalities, which may explain why he chose not to draft a will. This incident reflects not only Picasso's approach to life, but also the challenges of managing the legacy of such a monumental figure in art history. Sustainability in salt production. Environmental concerns and innovations. Sustainable salt production has become an important focus. In salt pans where seawater is evaporated, efforts are being made to minimize ecological disruption. Rock salt mining has also seen advancements in techniques to ensure sustainable resource use. Additionally, innovative methods like extracting salt from halophyte plants are being explored, addressing soil salinity issues while producing salt. Sustainable production and utilization of salt are crucial for the future of the environment and humanity. Why microwave ovens are unsuitable for vacuum cooking and alternative methods. Vacuum cooking involves sealing food in airtight bags and heating it at low temperatures for extended periods to retain flavor and nutrients. Microwave ovens are not suitable for this method because they heat food by vibrating water molecules. In a vacuum-sealed bag, steam builds up inside the bag, causing it to expand and possibly burst. Furthermore, microwaves do not function efficiently in airless or vacuum conditions. To safely perform vacuum cooking, use water baths or specialized sous vide devices designed for the purpose. Oil paintings are highly restorable. One of the remarkable qualities of oil paintings is their ability to be restored even after centuries. Over time, colors may dull or cracks may form in the paint layers, but skilled conservators can use specialized techniques to restore these works to their original glory. For example, masterpieces from the Renaissance and Baroque periods can still be admired today, thanks to the durability of oil paint and the ability to repair and clean the layers. The thick and robust nature of oil paint allows for detailed restoration and ensures that these artworks can be preserved for future generations. Global influenza pandemics often originate from animals. Many influenza pandemics are caused by viruses that originate from animals. Bird flu and swine flu are examples of influenza viruses that mutate to infect humans, leading to new strains. Birds and pigs are particularly known as mixing vessels, where influenza viruses can combine and produce new variants. Regions with high animal-human interaction are under constant surveillance to detect potential risks. Picasso was thought to be right-handed, but was actually left-handed. Pablo Picasso, born in Malaga, Spain, is widely regarded as one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. Known for his groundbreaking work in painting, sculpture, and ceramics, Picasso demonstrated his talent from a very young age. Despite being widely assumed to be right-handed, Picasso was actually left-handed. From his early years, he used his left hand to create art, and this unique characteristic contributed to the distinctive style seen in his work. Remarkably, he was also capable of drawing with his right hand, a skill that allowed him great flexibility and freedom in his artistic expression. The impact of salt crystal size on cooking outcomes. The size of salt crystals significantly affects how it enhances the flavor and texture of food. Fine-grained salt dissolves quickly, making it ideal for soups and sauces where uniform seasoning is important. Coarse salt, when applied to the surface of meat or fish, dissolves slowly, allowing the flavor to penetrate deeply and enhancing the umami. Flake salt is often used as a finishing touch, adding a pleasant crunch and visual appeal to dishes. Choosing the right salt crystal size is crucial for achieving the desired culinary results. U.S. national parks have post offices. Many national parks in the U.S. have their own small post offices. These post offices offer park-exclusive stamps and commemorative postmarks, making them highly popular among visitors. For example, at Grand Canyon National Park, you can get an official stamp to mark your visit. Yellowstone National Park's post office processes hundreds of thousands of letters and postcards every year. These post offices are more than just service points. They are attractions that add a unique touch to the national park experience. The massive migration journey of tuna are renowned as migratory fish, traveling distances that can span the circumference of the Earth multiple times over a lifetime. For instance, Atlantic bluefin tuna migrate from the western Atlantic near North America to the Mediterranean Sea, covering a round trip of approximately 8,000 kilometers. These migrations are driven by the search for food and spawning grounds. Comparison with other migratory fish. While salmon are also known for their migrations, they typically travel only a few hundred to a few thousand kilometers between rivers and the ocean. Tuna, however, navigate vast open oceans, with some individuals traveling tens of thousands of kilometers. Advanced navigational abilities. Tuna are believed to use the sun's position and Earth's magnetic field to navigate across vast distances. This ability is similar to the navigation systems of sea turtles and pigeons, although the mechanisms behind tuna's precision are still not fully understood. For example, Japanese researchers have tracked bluefin tuna born in the waters near Japan, traveling across the Pacific to the waters off California, only to return years later to their birthplace. Such epic journeys demonstrate their unmatched navigational and endurance capabilities. Octopuses display complex social behaviors in certain situations. Although octopuses are typically solitary creatures, they can exhibit complex social behaviors under specific conditions. For example, in a site off the coast of Australia known as Octopolis, or Octopus City, multiple octopuses have been observed coexisting, interacting, and even touching one another. During mating or territorial disputes, octopuses use gestures and changes in body color to communicate their intentions. These behaviors demonstrate that while octopuses are generally independent, they can exhibit social tendencies when necessary, showing an unexpected level of adaptability.